Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am going to uncover the remaining questions that were asked during the interview on 20 February. And first part of this video has already been uploaded on this channel where I have shared 20 important questions that were asked during the interview, including the technical question as well as the HR question. So if you haven't watched it yet, I have left the video link down below in the description box. And if you are new to this channel, do subscribe us and press the bell icon to get updates from us. So before moving on to this video, I will let you know a small brief idea about the Deloitte. So Deloitte is a global leading provider of audit assurance and consulting related services, and Deloitte is one of the big four that that makes it different from others is the sense of belonging that one feels while working in Deloitte, right? So as you know that Deloitte is hiring for freshers and in a role of analyst training profile. So they have started that interview process. Those students who got shortlisted in the NLA exam that were conducted in the January month this year. So I have already shared the important question that were asked. As you can see here that the interview was around 55 minutes. So there were 30 questions that were asked. The few questions that I have already shared in first part of this video. So now moving on to the second video where I'm going to uncover the remaining question that were left, right? So just be with me and I'm going to share the question. So let's see. Yeah, so the first question, that is what is DBMS? So they are asking question what you have mentioned in your resume, and apart from that DBMS is one of the computer fundamental subject that were asked in any of the interview in any of the company, right? So you must have prepared about the core fundamental subject. So I answered like DBMS is stands for database management system, and it is like a collection of interrelated data, right, that provides a controlled mechanism to the user, or providing that select, update and retrieval operation over the data. So the next question is like difference between MySQL and DBMS. So as usual you can say that you might have used MySQL for developing any project, right, where you worked on like database connectivity. So I answered them in this way. And the next question was like types of DBMS. So it was like the NoSQL and this like the unstructured, structured, and the semi-structured. So you can say in this fashion. And the next question is like a relationship of DBMS. So there are three types, right? One to one, many to one, many to many. Now then once I answered this, right, so he asked me about the examples, right? So I answered him, and then he asked about the second tier and third tier architecture. So it was quite a simple difference between them is in third tier there is a GUI and a middleware, so that provides this security, right? So that is the question. And the next question that was very popular, right, AC property. So I answered him. And the next question was from the SQL query, right? So query for second highest salary. It is also a very common and a popular question. And then the next question is like the dense rank function. So I was quite confused in it, but I answered him uh, in a most compatible way, right? And then he asked about the question from the latest technology like the IoT, Internet of Things. So I answered him because I have learned this subject in my previous semester. And then he questioned me from the blockchain, which is also a decentralized technology that we are moving on to it, right? And the next question that he asked to me was from 5G technology. So 5G technology is the fifth generation of mobile network, right? And 5G is basically it is set to offer much faster connection speed, right? And ultra low latency, more reliability, and increased availability, and which ultimately boost its performance and improved its efficiency. And then he asked me about the advantages and disadvantages, so I answered him accordingly. And then he asked me about the cloud computing. So cloud computing is again a technology, latest technology, where we hosted our resources onto the internet, and we access them by just paying money to the cloud service provider, right? So our resources are kept onto the network, so we can access it from anywhere, anytime, right? So then he asked me the right, like name any three cloud service providers. So I answered him like the Microsoft Azure, AWS, and Google Cloud Platform. So these are the questions that asked from cloud computing. And yes, they also asked me about the type of cloud. So I answered him like the public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, community cloud. So once I listed out all the types, so then he asked me about the types of private cloud. Sorry, what is private cloud? So I answered him like cloud which is kept within an organization, and where all the critical activities are going to be happen. So these are the types where we do not have much access from the outside world, and everything will be kept secure and very private, right? And then he asked me about the virtualization in cloud computing. So virtualization is like a concept or a technology where we feed one software that is called as hypervisor. So we feed that hypervisor software into our system, and that system will be separated, like virtually separated, in and able to handle multiple requests that are coming at a very high speed. So that is virtualization. And the last question that he asked to me was from coding. So there were two coding problems that he asked to me. One is from palindrome and second is from Armstrong number. So I choose Java language for solving those two problems, and I solved both the problems. So this was the total question that were asked in my interview. So I hope everyone got the concept, got the idea about what type of question that they were asking in the interview. So many of the students already completed their interview, but few of them are already left with the interview round. So all the best for your interviews, and if you like the content and it helps you in any way, so just give a like to this video and share it with your friends. And once again, do subscribe us for more videos.